Guys, I think I found the best way to run this channel, and I have no idea why I haven't picked this up earlier because it's absolutely amazing for me. So yes, this is a rehash to what I previously posted where I talked about Amanda Overton mentioning how they felt like the scenes between Ekko and Jinx were rehashing the moments between Ekko and Powder from the alternate timeline. And all of those moments between Ekko and Jinx were left to our imagination, which is why all the arguments which I was about to say, well, all of those are left to your imagination, guys. So imagine the best arguments of all time in response to the idea that we are supposed to imagine the moments between Ekko and Jinx. Okay, enough about the joke. I have seen so many opinions on the internet, and generally, well, the majority of people, 99%, believe that this wasn't the best move, to put it in mild terms, because there are some freaks on the internet. And I will say that people also forget that these moments can still play out in the future. And what do I mean by that? Maybe you are thinking to yourself, is what she said not confirming the idea that they didn't even think about making those scenes? And if that's the case, it means that in the future they won't release those moments because those were left to the imagination of the audience. In a way it can mean that, but you cannot forget the other idea. Those moments are so required when building a relationship between Ekko and Jinx. Those will not be left out if in the future they want Ekko and Jinx to be endgame. I will just say it right now, I have no stake in this idea of a romantic relationship between Ekko and Jinx. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. The only things I will point out are the non-believable aspects of it. If they introduce it too fast, I will probably call it out. Maybe I'm the only one who believes that a romantic relationship doesn't work in the 9th episode already. That's why I do not believe that episode 9, the missing moments between Ekko and Jinx, are a rehash of episode 7, the moments between Ekko and Powder. This idea implies that Ekko kissed Jinx. It does, in a way it does. If Ekko kissed Powder in the alternate timeline and episode 9 is the full rehash, then it implies that Ekko kisses Jinx, and I do not see that happening. I see the moment when they kiss each other, if it's ever going to happen, right? I have no stake in it. If it happens, but I would expect them to go through a believable route. They have to work towards that, and this moment has to be special because this is a process they both have to go through, and right now they won't be able to because Jinx left Piltover and Zone. Do you think it would make a lot of sense for Ekko and Jinx to be endgame by the end of episode 9 and for Jinx to simply leave Piltover and Zone? Not really. Friendship can happen at the end of episode 9 and I can see that, why not? It wouldn't be too fast because there is plenty of scenes they can show us and rekindle the friendship. But for a romantic idea, now I believe there has to be some more time spent in that regard. Now what can I say? If you have seen this channel for some time, you have seen a bunch of imagined moments between Ekko and Jinx. Some were imagined by me, some by the community, but I will put some links here so you can watch them if you want to. Besides all of that, if you want to share your opinion in the comment section, feel free to do so.